Welcome everybody. This is the immortal John Hancock, and thought I would say hello and greetings. Thank you for coming on this live stream. We're gonna try this. It's been a while. Let's see how it goes. We'll go from there. So welcome. Lots of turkey. Had a lot of rest. I did not upload a video yesterday. It was Thanksgiving. Some people, I do this part-time, and so a lot of people forget, even though I do upload quite a bit, this is a part-time hobbyist channel, and I do this outside a full-time job and family, and it's tough. You know, even doing this live stream, you know, I had to, other kids, and they're in the back room watching some movies and stuff, and so it's tough. So I want to welcome everybody. Yay, a bunch of people on. Woo! So yeah. And so I just want to say, thank you for being on. Most appreciated. I love doing this. I love doing these live chats. It's something that I will continue doing. It is sometimes tough. So I want to let you know that it is tough sometimes doing these live streams. And so I will do them as best as I can when I can. And so I want to thank you everybody for being on. Most appreciated. And so yeah. Great. All right, 78 already watching. Great. Happy holidays. Adam Henry, Richie, Diego, everybody who's going on. You know, it's going to be hopefully a great chat, and get some questions going about collecting. If you saw my title, full on games. I am full on games. I didn't do hardly any shopping today. And yeah, talking about Black Friday deals for me personally. There's some things I want to get. I didn't get. I typically don't shop for myself on November, December, and I am saving up for a big purchase, but that was something prearranged months ago. Yes. Any Black Friday deals? I went to a local indie shop, and it's actually a small game store in Kelso in the Northwest Outpost. And it's in the Kelso Mall, and the owner's Jason. He's a cool guy. And I picked up a couple games for my kids, and that's all the shopping I did today. I watched Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet today with family. And so answering some questions. So yeah, that's it. So that's my Black Friday kind of summary. Any Black Friday deals? So the short answer for me personally, no. Do you have Hero in the 2600 in box? I do. My box is a little beat up, but I do, yes. Love your content. I discovered you through Rock Solid Productions. Oh, cool. Very cool. Retro Dad, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Retro Dad. And yeah, so keep the questions going, and you know, just want to have just a chill conversation and answer some questions, talk to fans, interact. That's really just what I want this to be. And it's been great. I had a nice relaxing weekend. My next video will be uploaded probably Sunday, and I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do. I'll do something, though. So, I got a couple games online. Yeah, I think I got my Super NT a few days ago. Woo-woo! Yeah, Brent Miller, the Super NT is amazing. I love one of those EVD players. Do you still have yours? EVD players. You'll have to elaborate on that. So... thoughts on Sony not going to E3? Thoughts about Sony not going to E3? Meh. Sony's fine. Whatever Sony does, they're doing great. They have their reasons why. And I think E3's become less of a spectacle. And I think it's, you know, Sony can announce something online and it's going to be fine. So them not being there, I don't think it's a big deal. What do you think of the arcade 1-up? I haven't got one. I do possibly have one coming to me, and then I'm going to talk about it after I mess around with the one that supposedly is going to be sent to me. I do not know when that is. And I remember the DVD player that plays NES games. No, that video I did was terrible. It's not a great device. I think you can update probably the ROM on it, or the emulator on it, but the one I had was not good. Yep. Arcade cabinets at Walmart, they seem pretty cool, except for the price tag of $250 for a small Pac-Man cab. Not bad. I mean, there's some, you know, I think that you need to consider some things if you're going to heavily play a 1-up arcade machine. They do have the acrylic overlays. You can request those. Yep. and you can mod them. So I think after that, not bad. Any extra tips on cleaning NES games using if the alcohol Q-tip clean doesn't do the job? Absolutely. Take some Brasso and you put a very small amount on that. If it doesn't work with alcohol, always try that first. The next step would be Brasso, and then finish it off by rubbing using alcohol and iso alcohol afterwards and cleaning it off. Yep. What's your favorite fishing game? Oh gosh, even just classic like black bass is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, are too small. Yeah, arcade 1-up machines are too small for many people. That's why they have the boost. And they're not meant to be full-size cabs, and they're not going to work for everybody. Hey, amazing show, my friend. This is from Twisted DJ81. But my question for you, I'm looking for homebrew games on NES and SNES. What could you recommend? That's a good question. There's several places. Kahan Games has some great homebrews. Retro USB has some homebrews on his site. They're going on Nintendo Age. Nintendo Age probably is a forum, and they list and rank probably all the best homebrews. That might be the best place to go to find out like what's the best bang for your buck. Also, Cowlitz Gamer's Second Adventure is now available with a digital ROM. So that's a good homebrew if you don't even have a Nintendo or a way to play it. You can download the game now with a donation to Arc of Cowlitz County. Yes. Good evening, John. Love the Facebook group. Lots of good people in there, and I love when you drop by and make an appearance. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I did. And 135 people watching this right now. Woo! Let's get to the 150. How are you? I'm doing great. What's a deal price for a Dreamcast? No idea. Look up completed eBay auctions. I'm not really a walking price guy just because I've gotten my stuff over a span of 25 years. I would check completed eBay prices. You are going to pay more for the holidays. That's the thing. On retro stuff, people are getting gifts. So you are going to now pay more during this holiday season for retro games, typically. You here for a couple minutes. My net is acting up for a moment. Yeah, does anyone out there do Sega Master System homebrews? Yeah, that's around. The Master System is, it wasn't as popular as some other consoles, so it's hit and miss. And the homebrews on it are kind of eh. So I'm sure there's some great homebrews out there, but for the most part, it's not like other consoles. But yeah, there are homebrews. Just got my Holy Grail today. Justin Leclerc, welcome. Welcome, friend. By the way, how are your favorite Switch games right now? First of all, I collect Switch. And my favorite Switch game still is probably Diablo 3. But I've been playing on Diablo 3 on the Xbox One X with a friend of mine. So I've been kind of... what other hobbies and interests do you have outside of gaming? Hobbies outside of gaming... I mostly love football. I love watching football. I like watching football casually. So, I like watching football. I love movies. I like classic rock music. I like going to concerts. Yep. All right. Congrats, Justin, on your Pioneer Laser Active. Make sure to get the caps replaced as soon as possible. That's my recommendation to you. Okay, the other day, I seen a Street Fighter arcade just kind of small. Yeah, that's the arcade 1-up. Yep. John, what's your favorite NES game? Oh, geez, that's tough. That's put me on the spot. I have like a top 5. My top 5 NES games. NES Ice Hockey. I love Castlevania. I like a weird kind of side-scroller called Kickmaster quite a bit. The original Metroid's awesome. Yes, all those are some of my favorite. Oh, it's freezing a little bit. 163 people. Do you have an MSX? I do. I do have an MSX, and I did a video on it. You should check my library out and check out the MSX unboxing I did. So yeah, before you ask a question, and I'm gonna throw this challenge out there, okay? I know of one person, he's not on here that I see, that's done the John Hancock challenge. And the John Hancock challenge is to watch every single one of my videos. I know that's a challenge. It's a challenge, but I've done near 500 videos, and I would say, yeah. So it's a challenge to people. You can say, hey, I did the John Hancock challenge. The John Hancock challenge is to watch every one of my videos, good and bad. I keep it up for historical reasons, and just that, you know, it helps me become better at what I do. Yes. How is the Sega 81 games? How is the Sega 81 games classic console? I have no idea what you're talking about. So do you think it's possible to buy fake Mega Man X2 and carts, considering they have special? You need to open up carts and make sure that the PCBs are correct, and there's websites for that. I don't have the links, but I recommend doing that on expensive games. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, buy from reputable people. Buy, you know, do you have any platinum trophies? Not many. You know, the thing is, a lot of my game time is spent doing YouTube. So yes, I play games. I really enjoy games. I kind of go back to the same games. Like Diablo 3 is a good example. Playing that game a long time. Still playing it. Love it. So yeah, I picked up a PS3 and Grand Theft Auto 5 finally. Mostly collect older stuff that's kind of a newbie with new games. It's alright. Nothing wrong with that. What we need is a Donkey Kong mini arcade. You know what? For me, those mini arcades, I think 1-Up Arcade is kind of like the sweet spot. You know, so it's tough because I like those miniature arcades, but I have to say those 1-Up Arcades are pretty nice looking. I think durability wise, they could use a couple things, but yeah, I can't wait to get. You gotta play a Coco 3. I have a Coco 3 Tandy color computer. Yep. What is your favorite Coco 3 game? Oh, Rampage is pretty good on it, and you can play 3 players. So yeah, I would say Rampage. Sounds like you're a big Diablo fan. Any thoughts about the new Diablo coming to mobile? I'd have to play the new Diablo. I don't think Blizzard really thought that through announcing that. I think that was a problem, and I wish them nothing but the best. I need to play the Diablo on phone, but I'm not really looking forward to playing it on the phone. I'd really wish that they announced it for the Switch, at least. And just because I'm a fan of playing on, I have a nice 4K TV. I have an Xbox One X, and I love playing my Diablo on that. So going from that to a phone, yeah. So yeah. John Hancock Challenge completed. Also the Metal Jesus Challenge, CJR Challenge. Thank you so much, Dr. Rotwing. Thank you. Any thoughts on games Xbox case on sale at GameStop? I think it's on sale to get rid of the 7020p screen so they can launch. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't have an opinion on that, Justin. Yeah. Yeah, the 1-Up Arcade, 1-Up Cocktails in 2019. Love to see those. Yep. Okay, John, which machine from Arcade 1-Up are you getting? I don't know. I don't know. They said they're going to be sending me one, and I said I'd be open to any. So that's that. But I'd love to talk about it on my channel. And they said end of November I'm supposedly getting one, but we'll see. They've been great though. They've contacted anytime I've emailed them, they've contacted me back. So yes. Were you a big Defender fan in the arcade, and did you play much Resogun on the so I played a little bit of that game, and that's the same creator. There was a creator involved who also worked on Robotron, and was a big Defender fan. I actually played more Defender 2 on the Atari 2600. So I'm more of a Stargate fan on the home console, just because I was able to get a lot farther, and I could play it at home. So yes. Do you have any Game Boy Advance games you would like to recommend? I think the Castlevania trilogy on the Game Boy Advance is amazing. The Metroid remake, Metroid Zero. I'd also say both Metroid games on the Game Boy Advance. That's the way to go. Yes. Yeah. How the Neo Geo wanted to see your vid, but I'll just ask. How the Neo Geo I wanted to see your vid, but I don't know what that's saying. All right. John, any thoughts on Pat Contry calling Diablo fans crybabies at Blizz? You know, I'm friends with Pat. I've been on his channel. And Pat, you know, he's going to have opinions about things. And I don't always agree with him. I don't know. I think he got a lot of flack for that video. And, you know, I'm not here, you know, whenever you have an opinion about something, you're going to get people that like your opinion and don't like your opinion. And so sometimes, you know, we have opinions and people really kind of wait on every word sometimes of people that say things. And Pat's an iconic, you know, retro game personality, and people care about what he says. And should he have said it or said it like that? I don't know. I don't think they're babies. You know, I'm a Diablo fan, and I think that Diablo fans had a right to be upset on how they announced it and how they responded to the crowd and the questions. And so that's my thoughts. I don't have an opinion about Pat having an opinion about it. I mean, it's just like, he's a friend of mine and he said it, and you know, he has a right to an opinion, and people are going to agree or disagree. Have you ever beat Dragon Stomper on the Star Path 2600 cassette? No. Can you imagine a life without video games? Absolutely not. Sometimes stuff just spews out. Absolutely. Happens to me all the time. By the way, hit that like button on this live stream. I appreciate doing these. And I'll do these every now and then. What's probably going to happen is I'll keep this public and then I'll do an unlisted. So people that want to see these videos, I'll just have it on my playlist on live game chats. And so that's how I'm going to do these. So yeah, just want to let you know that. So what would you love to see? Would you love to see an Atari 2600 version of Red Dead Redemption? No. No, I think... You know, I am aware of a 2600's limitations, and so I don't care about a Red Dead Redemption on the 2600. It wouldn't be the same. You know, it would be interesting to see, but it's not going to be the same game. And so, yeah, I don't like demakes like that because typically they don't work. Honestly speaking, do you think Sega will release a good Genesis classic? And would there be enough demand for a TurboGrafx 16 Classic? I don't think there's a big enough demand for a TurboGrafx 16 Classic. I think in Japan they could get away with a PC Engine Classic and probably do okay. Not here in the States though, because it didn't sell great. And do I think Sega will release a good Genesis Classic? Who knows? Who knows? I'd love for Sega to do that. I understand why they're not working with that games. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hey, John, loved your videos for a long time now. Have you heard of Sissy? She's a retro gaming YouTuber. Nope. A lot of people say, hey, have you seen this video? Have you seen that video? Honestly speaking, my video viewing of other people outside of the Metal Jesus Rocks crew is pretty limited. And so I try to catch a video here and there, but I'm a pretty busy guy. You know, with family and teaching, I do this part-time, and I try to do what I can. But yeah, it's do you film, and so I just want to say that, like, I typically, it's hard looking at other people's film videos and stuff, and it's nothing against them, because there's some amazing stuff out there, but, yeah, I sometimes don't have, I sometimes don't have time for that. Yeah, buy the Sega from Analog, guaranteed it'll be good. I'd like to review it, actually, so if Analog's watching this, hey, I like to look at your Sega stuff, considering I have 99% of what people are going to try to play on it. So, yeah. John, if Metal Jesus calls you out for not having your Metal Militia coin, do you owe him a hug or $5 or something? No. If I don't have my Metal Jesus coin, I don't have my Metal Jesus coin. And we did a video together. I actually had my coin on me. And Paul gave me one at PRGE, and I didn't have it on me. And it's just kind of a funny thing. But I had my coin when I went up there. By the way, I'm not drinking. I'm just having a Coke Zero. So, very thirsty. All right. I know that you're a bruiser than most. Hope you're having a good holiday. Teacher, salute. John, any suggestions for the Eagles coach this week? Greg, I like the Eagles just to win one. We're not having a great season. We're not out of it yet, but we need to start winning. I watch you, CJR and Pat the Nest Punk, all content every video. Nice. Thank you, Retro Dad. Most appreciated. Yes. What's that Odyssey? Where's the Odyssey at? Glad it made it safe. Nice to meet Save, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Firespin Gaming. Slim Monk donated $5. Thank you so much. Most appreciated for the $5 contribution. Thank you, Slim Monk. How was my Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was great. I had some Thanksgiving. My tradition after Thanksgiving is to have a Thanksgiving burrito. So it's Thanksgiving meat with some stuffing, a little bit of mashed potatoes, a little bit of gravy, rolled up in a tortilla, and yum yum. So yes. Did I get the PSVR yet? No, I did not. No, I did not. As I mentioned earlier in the video, that's a big purchase, and I'm not getting that for myself for Christmas. I need to definitely want to take care of other people first. So yes. I see a few big channels in retro gaming that people quit collecting and giving why. Top Hat Gaming Man channel, latest to quit collecting for now. You know, for me, I want to open up a museum, and I think for many people, it's space. This stuff takes up space, lots of space, and yeah. So yeah, that I want to say for many people, it's a space issue. Ooh Billy, thank you for the $4.99 donation. Thank you so much. Ooh Billy has taken the John Hancock challenge. Thank you so much. Been talking about, you were one of the first people that asked about doing it, just saying you were doing it. I know other people have done it on my channel too. Thank you. And yeah, it's neat to see like my really primitive early beginnings, and it's gotten a little bit better. I still have a long ways to go, but at some point you just have to be happy with what you do. Are we allowed to donate a PSVR to you? Sure. I'm not going to turn it down, nor am I can honestly solemnly swear that I haven't asked for one, and I know that nobody else is getting me one. So just letting you know that. So yes, I'd love to experience one. I'm just thinking about other people right now, and taking care of my kids and taking care of my wife, and really focusing on that. Thoughts on the new Tetris? I need to play it. So I haven't played the Tetris Effect yet. I want to get it, yes. Oh, Christopher Benjamin, the John Hancock Challenge is a challenge to watch every one of my videos. So yeah, and that's a challenge. Yes, John, do you have any thoughts on Prima Games closing? Well, it's 2018 and they did strategy guides, so yes, it was time. Yep, very familiar with Prima Games. Had some friends do some book guides for them in the past. It was time. It was time. On average, how many hours of sleep do you get a day with your busy schedule? I always try to get 7 to 8. I can't afford to be sick. Getting subs for my classroom, I don't like doing that. I like to be consistent in my classroom. I love my second graders that I teach second elementary school. It's a tough job, and I love doing it, and I love just trying to give back, and it feels good for a job. Yep, we're going to be working on the museum this next year. Yep, slap on some Samurai Showdown, that's right. Thank you, the multi-gamer. Thank you for being a huge inspiration for all of us. Happy holidays. Absolutely been a happy holidays. I love talking and chatting and gaming. Alex Smith, thank you for the $5 donation. Most appreciated. Thank you so much, Alex Smith. Ooh, Billy saying, watching all your videos in order was a challenge. It was awesome. Glad I did it. Yes. Thank you. Much love, Maine. Thank you, Joe. Favorite Phantasy Star? Ooh, I really like Phantasy Star Online, the first one. And I play it still occasionally. That whole loot thing, I really liked it. I wish they would do another one here in the States. Thank you, Kenny Mason, for the compliment. Most appreciated. Samurai Showdown 2 is my favorite Neo Geo game. It's a classic. It's right up there with Street Fighter 2. There, I said it. So, yeah. Thank you, Ronald. as a teacher, there's a lot of things I need to learn, but I am working and growing all the time and learning new things. So thank you for your kind words. Do you collect video game art books? I collect books, but I try not to get them all because of space. Like, I'm kind of out of space. And so for me, it's really getting some key things in my collection, going for those complete sets. It's not to gain mass amounts. RC from New York City, thank you and welcome. Thank you for the $5 donation. Most appreciated. Hey, Reggie's on. What's up? What's up, Reggie? Radical Reggie in the house. Thank you for being on. Radical Reggie actually was a big influencer of me doing these live chats. And so we bounced off some ideas. We still plan on doing a video together. So yeah, I love to have Reggie in the house. Awesome. And we just got back from filming at Metal Jesus Rocks this last week. So stay tuned. It's great. Reggie is the man. Reggie's great. So yeah, one thing, so for people that want to know, I didn't get much anything for Black Friday. I got a couple things for my daughter. She's got a birthday January 1st, and so she's a New Year's baby. And so yeah, I'm kind of waiting on some things. And there's a couple things here and there that I want. I definitely need a new headset for my Xbox One. I wore this is the one it came with out. And so I need to get another one of those. But yeah, I'm pretty thankful for the games I have. Still playing a lot of Diablo 3. Yeah. So big props to Radical Reggie and kind of helping me getting these going. And still some tech issues. But yeah, 177 people in there. That's pretty awesome. So, do you think Atari systems and Christmas time go together well? Yes, they absolutely do. And there's some great stuff. As much as me and At Games, and that whole issue, the Flashback 9 is not a bad 2600. Have to say that. Yep. Flashback 9, and I think at Rite Aid, no, Walgreens. Walgreens had a sale today for $35. Not bad. Thoughts on Sega if they make a new console? I don't think they will, but I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Sega doesn't need to make a new console, but if they did, I'd be there. Yeah. So the new Flashback 9 is pretty decent. And so I did a video on that. I saw that they released a new handheld version. It didn't look too different than the other years, but it looks like the new version has a better control pad, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't get myself to buy it. Love an Atari Christmas. There's gonna be some Atari things, and hopefully to talk about. Who is your main going to be in Smash Brothers Ultimate? I really like playing Samus, and so I really like playing that character. So probably that. Maybe the Sony Golds will work with the Xbox One as well. Maybe. Adam, big fan here. I'm an Army bandmaster out in Virginia. Thoughts on the potentially obscure Super NES game Out to Lunch? I don't have an opinion about it. I need to play it more, but I know what you're talking about. What are your thoughts on the Intellivision Amico? Love it. I did a quick Facebook video. And by the way, Facebook is a way where you can find out when all my live chats are. I always will post on my page. I also have a Xbox collectors. Sorry, not an Xbox. I have a collectors closed group as well that I get on there and I talk about collectible stuff. Dan finally got an SNK collection on Nintendo Switch for this Black Friday sale. Sweet. Sega. Yep, I have the SNK collection. I haven't talked about it yet on my channel, but definitely something I want to. What's the Master System thing called that's plugged into the Genesis? The Power Base Converter. Because the Sega Master System before it was called the Master System was called the Power Base. Yep. I tried winning Mega Millions to bankroll the Dreamcast 2. You can, I didn't try. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Love your channel. I'm from Seattle myself, but in LA now. We have an awesome... Yep, thank you. Thank you, D-Man7895. Shiny Ghost Hunter Richie. What would you say was the hardest PS1 greatest hits game to find? It's the one I'm still looking for. Yes. Yeah, Rampage, World Tour, Tony Hawk 4, those are all challenge to find. The NFL Blitz 2000 is really tough. SNK of Switch, rules, just wish the Switch D-pad was better. Yeah, I would use a Switch Pro controller and play it that way. Yep. Southern California classic collectors. We do tons of arcade and retro collecting. Awesome. Awesome. John, have you noticed how the industry seems to be pushing towards going all digital? I'm not a fan. So talking about digital, it's just where we're at. You know, we're gonna be digital soon, and we have to be okay with that, or don't support it. I think either way, I think that's why Switch, you know, having stuff on physical, but you know, okay or not, it's coming. And so it's just one of those things where I think there'll always be that homebrew hobbyist physical release here and there. I mean, there's still records made. Why can't I have video games being made? But you know, it's for the dying few, yes. Huh. Let's see here. Yes. All right. All right. I love digital. Sorry about that. John, what age did you start your son out on video games? I started my son down on video games like at a very young age. And so I pretty much just started him out on Atari and then went from there. Yep. How tedious is it to dust and maintain cleanliness in your collection? It's pretty tedious. That's why I have stuff in protectors, because the protectors will get dusty versus the games. And so a lot of the games are in those protectors for dust and cleanliness. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Render all digital games not playable unless you pay a monthly or something. I don't know. I'm fine with, like, a good example is I have a lot of games on digital with newer consoles. And, you know, I collect those less and play more. And so it's kind of nice to have all your games digital on your Switch. Not nice when that hard drive goes or having that set up another way. But that's the truth. You know, the Switch is so portable and stuff. I don't like fumbling around with those little carts on the go, but I like collecting them. So while it's nice to have your game in a physical collection on a wall, with the Switch, not fun when it's portable and you take it on the go. You know, you can take a couple games with you, but I like them just right there on the menu and just start it. It is nice, yeah. And I'm a huge physical game fan. I'm more accepting of it going digital than most. Steam's all digital. People don't complain about that. And so I just think that eventually, I think eventually going digital, it is just going to be the future. And so I have issues with the archiving some of those in the future when they go digital. But yeah. My fear is preserving my games for the future. I think it's important to play your games now as much as you can. And I think preservation is important, but I think appreciation is just as important. And I think sometimes we wait for the perfect time to play something when sometimes that perfect time may never come. Yeah. You ever play any Legacy of Kain games? Yes. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver was a huge favorite of mine on Dreamcast. Loved it. Yep. Steam keeps the old games. I'm sick of the support being dropped on systems, games, and more games. Yep. John, how are your students doing this year? How's teaching going? Teaching's going good. I work at a tough school, but I love what I do. And, you know, I just got Employee of the Month chosen. And like many teachers, I think that all teachers, it's one of those awards where there's so many other people that I feel are more deserving. And you know, with me being my third year of teaching in second grade at this school, it's an amazing school, and I love doing it. So, yeah. Okay, MVL Gaming. My Commodore 64 cassettes are pretty much too old to play. Last one I put in the tape machine snapped. So they're the only thing I emulate. Okay? If you have digital games and Xbox decides to lock you out, your account to not let you in, you're screwed. True. Yep. So congrats on the Employee of the Month. Again, other people are just as deserving. And I'm just, doing the best job I can. I make mistakes all the time. And I'm just learning and growing as a teacher. And I learn a lot. And I try to learn something new every day. Well, I just want to say thank you for being on this. I'm gonna end this at about an hour in, so we're pretty good for now. We have approximately, see here, okay, I have about 25 more minutes, and so yeah. John, guess what? I got an Amiga CD32 CD in box NTSC version. Congrats, Reggie, Canadian. So you got a Canadian version. Congrats. I got Doom and Switch for $12 today at Walmart. Oh, yeah. Doom for $12. Oh, sweet price there. What do you think of the Nintendo lawsuits, old Nintendo ROM sites? Nintendo has a right to go after those sites, offering, it's intellectual property. There's other places where you can get that stuff, so no big deal. Favorite Thanksgiving side dish? We got, with this place, Kalama Bakery makes these rolls. And I just had some, and I had some like melted butter on them with Canadian maple syrup added to that. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So right now, that's my favorite. Yeah, Reggie. Finding the games for that system's pretty tough and expensive, but congrats on your find. Congrats on getting that. That's nice. Yep. Just picked up a copy of River Patrol for $2,600. Yeah, it's a very tough game. Congrats on that. Is that a MASH game I see in the background? Yeah. Do you guys want to see an oddity? Here, let me show you an oddity. One moment. I'm looking for, of course, I won't be able to find it now. So I said, hey, I have an oddity, and then now I can't find it. Here it is. Okay. All right, you're talking about MASH? Check this out. All right. MASH with the free television, not free television, the free t-shirt. That is the 4077 MASH with the t-shirt. Nice promo here. I just had to show that just for an odd collectible. I haven't done a collectible in a while. So yeah. Yeah, the thing is, the SAT Gamers Expo, December 9th. Gosh, it's just one of those things. Just another expo. I'd love to go, but it's just yet another expo. I have to limit my expos because of my family. My family responsibilities. YouTube is part of it too, because, when you go out of town all weekend, that's 48 hours that you're not filming for your channel. And so it actually is pretty time consuming doing these expos and stuff. I love doing them, but it's tough on me, especially with, job and vacation and all that. Yeah. Do you have something from the PS Vita? I have a decent Vita collection. I have a better PSP collection. I have a pretty decent PSP collection I haven't really talked about a lot on my channel. Maybe I'll do that in another live video. I know Reggie did his, so definitely. Do you play much Sonic Mania? Let's see here. Do you play much Sonic Mania? Or did you kids take to it? Sonic Mania was amazing. Other Sonic games, not so much. Thank you so much, Slim Monk, for the contribution. $20. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Slim Monk. I really appreciate the contribution, and that's amazing. And I just want to say thank you for everybody. Ooh, 195 people. Can we get it to 200? Can we get this to 200? Let's see here. Sonic Mania is the best Sonic game to come out in years. I'm not saying all Sonic games are bad. I get kind of tired of, it's like, there's a great Sonic Mania game, and then less than a year after that, they come out with a Sonic game, and it wasn't so great. So yes. Yes. John, have a great weekend. Thank you, RC from New York City. Most appreciated. What do you think of the TurboGrafx CD add-on? It's great. Love it. Collect for it. Awesome. The TurboGrafx CD add-on's got some amazing stuff. John, why would the PlayStation Classic have Twisted Metal instead of Twisted Metal 2? No idea. Stupid oversight, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think that... I really think that it was a major oversight with some of the things. I think Sony and how they handled the PlayStation Classic so far, in my humble opinion, it could have been a lot better. I don't like the price point. I don't like the games they chose. That's it. So yeah, love your videos. Great collection. Keep it going. Thank you so much. Got any idea? Okay, so this is... got any idea you ever release a Sega CD aftermarket? They have all these Sega aftermarket stuff, but no CD stuff. Yeah, it's tough. Is that Coke Zero? Yes, it is. So, yes. Have you played Fallout 76? No, I've not. I heard enough about it for me to not really want to play it. Yeah. So, I went to GameStop stores to buy Resident Evil 7 Gold, and they didn't have it. Both stores were in stock, and I checked on their... Both stores were in stock, and I checked on the website. Yeah, it's a tough one. 200! Woo! 200! Yeah! Awesome! Thank you so much. 200 people. Crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if I've done a live chat with 200 on. That's awesome, man. Let's get there. Let's get to 225. Woo! Yeah. Came with the Xbox One X, no choice for me. I'm trying to complete my TurboGrafx 16 set. Naturally, Magical Chase is an issue. Yes, I have resigned myself to go repro for that one. I know you had a repro before. Any recommendations for repros? Whoever does those, there's one guy, I don't know the name of him, and he does TurboGrafx on Hue cards reproductions. So yeah, I don't know about that. So there's people that do them, though, and a lot of people go that route for Magical Chase. I completely understand. Still no Sega CD stuff. Really grew up with it and would be dope. I've done Sega CD stuff in the past, but not like video of it. But like I've if you check my older videos, I've done some Sega CD collectible stuff. I should show my complete set. I should do that. I should do a Sega CD complete collection video. Yeah, so I'm a PS1, PS2 collector. Got some list. Yes, also have a repro. Yep, a lot of people's. So, selling, maybe. I don't know who Reggie you're talking about. Yeah. John, I got a Magical Chase on Game Boy Advance. Oh, yeah. Yep, Radical Reggie with your Game Boy Advance Magical Chase. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I need to show my collection on my TurboGrafx stuff's pretty crazy. I have a complete Hue card set. Not all complete in box, but I do have Magical Chase and manual. And would like to show that in a future video. Why haven't you and Metal Jesus done a Sega Genesis buying guide yet? I've done one of those a while ago. Hidden Gems. I've done a ton of Sega stuff with Jason. And some CDI guy. Do you own an Apple Pippin? No, I do not. Anything you regret selling back in the day to pay bills? Mine is my Dreamcast. I sold a Myriad 6-in-1, which is a Caltron 6-in-1 variation, but I don't regret selling it. So I don't have really any regrets. The box was crushed, and I still got enough money from it to sell. Put a roof on my house. Sorry. Maybe I'm not drinking Coke Zero. So, yeah, 206 people. Woo-woo! John, do you make your kids play retro games and teach them life that isn't easy as modern games are? You know, my kids are a pretty resilient bunch, and they play all different types of games. They have a really kind of unique perspective on games. So they just look at a game as a game, and it's not old or new. So they'll see Pac-Man, it's like, oh, it's Pac-Man. Like they don't even say, oh, it's old school. It's just Pac-Man to them. So they don't even like classify it differently. It's just a game to them's a game. So it's kind of neat where they don't even like have like a time period. It's like, oh, that's a cool game. All on board the Immortal Bus. Love it. Profis, yeah. Do you have a BBC Micro? No, I do not. Hey, John, did you buy the new Atari Flashback 9? So, Alfred, I did a review on my channel of that console. So, this is Video Club Fantasia. Thank you. Hello, I'll say hello to you. So, yeah. My 6-year-old loves to play Make Tyson Punch Out. My 6-year-old loves to play Mike Tyson Punch Out. I think Mike Tyson Punch Out's a great game. I don't know if my 6-year-old would have been able to play it too great. So my son, he still loves this. So my son plays Animal Crossing. He plays a Street Fighter 4. So he definitely, yep. Yep. 8-bit games are difficult compared to the games today. Sometimes, some games are easy, some games are not. And so I think that new games are a culmination of old and new. And so it's not all bad, it's not all good. It's definitely I think new games get kind of a bad rap, and when really I think there's some great new games and they hold up pretty great. And time will tell what games of the current generation are people going to remember. So, the hovercraft game, he's watching with me. Can you give him Alex a shout out? Alex, welcome. Glad you're watching. Some games are becoming more like blockbuster films. Absolutely. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, people are talking about that game, how great it is. Dear John, did you shop yesterday and today? Didn't shop much today. Did you ever play Sam's Journey on the Commodore 64? No, I have not. Do you think it'll get better, game-wise, 2019? It was a good year for games, I think, in retro gaming. Every year, I'm just surprised on how much stuff's coming out. Are you in the new man game, the Man Cave? Yes. Yes, this is my expansion. So to showcase as I can show you around. And right here. That's my Atari wall. My Empire Strikes Back. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. I've got a new kind of computer setup in here, and it's working out okay. So far, the stream's going okay. Oh, 192. Womp womp. Oh, 194. That's pretty good, though. 200's pretty good. So, have you two separate? I have two separate game rooms. Yes. Yeah, my expansion's been done for a while, but it's near complete. And I have some things I want to fix. I have a temporary game set up over there, but I want to do a better job at kind of setting up things more permanent. But yeah. Devil May Cry 5. I thought that said Far Cry 5. That's a game that I definitely want to play this holiday, so it's definitely on my list. Do you like the new Star Wars movies? I like Force Awakens. I absolutely loved Rogue One. I didn't like The Last Jedi so much. I thought it was okay, and I thought the Han Solo movie was okay. So the last two have been okay, but I like Force Awakens, and I absolutely loved Rogue One. Rogue One is my favorite of the new movies. Have you been to Fun Spot? And nope, I haven't been to Fun Spot. Your thoughts on the new television console coming out? I look forward to it. The Miko's, I think, is going to be awesome. Whether or not it's going to be successful, that's another thing, but I love what they're talking about. Most overrated game series? Oh, that's a tough one. Currently, I think, and part of it is I haven't played a ton of them since Final Fantasy X-2 is a Final Fantasy series. And I think it's a good series, but I think it's not great. And I just don't have time to play some of those. So I think it's a good series. I think there might be too many of them, though. Yeah, Sonic's up there too, huh? Getting a PC Mini? Not yet. I haven't really thought about that. Yeah, everything's going to have a Mini. That's cool. I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it. PC Mini. Everything's going to have a mini version. So everything is going to come out. It's going to have a mini version now. And so I can see why they're coming out with one. Do I care? No. No, I don't care. So, physical games never die. Well, I want to thank everybody for being on this because it means a lot to me. It is quite a sacrifice for me to have my family quiet in the other room to do these live streams. And you guys have been so grateful. I have so many people that have been kind and have made comments and are from around the world. It means a lot for me. I try to have these fun collector talks. And I'm having fun here. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy having these talks and doing these types of things and connecting with people that appreciate gaming, no matter who you are. We don't have to always agree. That's okay. I really get a lot from these. So yes, and I feel appreciated, and you know, I want to give back, and this is going to be how I give back game-wise until something else gets figured out. You know, there's an immense amount of pressure and things to do for the museum, and I'm going to do my best to do it. And it's going to take some time, and just allow me to please be patient. But it is always on my mind. So yeah, definitely. Have a lot of people that are supporting me, and it means the world to me. Yes. You need a PC Engine hat. I do need... I love hats. I like hats of all types. Yep. So I've learned so much from you. Thanks for your channel. Thank you, CDI guy. I come to this channel... call me a troll and your argument is weak. I come to this channel to learn more. And hopefully I'll continue to do that. Like, I want to do that and educate and talk about it. I consider myself more of an educator than a historian. I think game historian gets thrown around quite a bit. And I consider myself more an educator of just like, I like to educate people on games because I'm not the expert on everything. Half of being smart is knowing what you're dumb at. And for me, I've picked up a lot of things along the way, and I'm still learning, so that's great. Yep. I guess you won't be interested in the Xbox One discless console at that Microsoft. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see... thank you, Christopher Benjamin, for being on. Most appreciated. Going discless, if the console's really cheap, I think that's going to be a great move for them, especially if it's smaller. I am watching you from Argentina. Thank you. Maximiliano. Milano. Thank you. Chevy or Ford? Gosh, I don't know. I've had a couple of Fords. My dad and I grew up with Chevy. And I probably the nod is to Chevy. I know a lot about films and a little about games. Oh, I know a lot about films and a little about games. I'm vice versa. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Exactly. You know, the more I kind of dig into things, it's like, gosh, there's a metric ton out there of stuff. Yeah, definitely. Should stop with discs and put games on flash drives. I think the flash drive thing might be the future. Yep. Am I a boxer? Nope, not a boxer. Just had an accident with my hand skateboarding as a kid. Caused my knuckles a callus. Yep. Still buying vinyl, John. Do you care about audiophile? Or do you care? You know, I don't buy a lot of vinyl whatsoever. I don't have the space for it. But you know, props for people to do that. I do collect audio cassettes just to be funny. Yep. Do you still like the VCS Harmony card, even though you can't have the originals? I love the VCS Harmony card. I use it quite a bit. I use my Ouya more for playing hacks and homebrew stuff. Yep. Are flash drives better for games? Hard to say. What are you going to do with your new... Wow. What game you wish you knew more about the production of? Dark Wizard. Dark Wizard for Sega CD. I'd love to talk to the development people about it and hear the inside information about that. One of my favorite games. Yep. Would be nice if we could back up our digital downloads. Absolutely. Do you have a PAL PS2? Nope. Yeah, cartridges and can read faster, so won't have to install like Blu-rays. Yeah, I think the install times are getting crazy, and so I've talked to many people who are like, "Yep, I went to work, I installed a game, came back, and it still was installing." And it's like, that's not fun. That's not fun when you have to like wait a day to play a game. It's pretty nuts. Yep. Do you ever collaborate with Angry Video Game Nerd? I don't. I'd love to. Met him in person, nice guy. So yeah. How do you insure your collection, such as a big collection? I think Farmers Insurance is the most known place where you can get a game collection of a large size insured. Do you charge for a tour of your game room? You know, I don't have people come to my game room that I don't know to do a tour. And that's just for personal reasons. Media Glitch, welcome. What's your desert island game? Robotron 2084, man. So, yeah, that or Ghosts and Goblins. Not Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts. Can't believe I got that wrong. So, Media Glitch, welcome. Great channel. And if you want a great channel, check out Media Glitch. So, yeah, it's great. Always good to see him on. 200 people live. It's pretty awesome. So, I definitely want to continue doing these. Wow, thank you, Elvis Rowe. Looking forward to the museum support from New York City. Thank you so much, Elvis. Hats off. Most appreciated. Holy cow. That's a huge contribution. And so I'm very grateful. Yep, Lomatron, very familiar with that. MVL Gaming. It's also on it. They also did an Atari Jaguar port of the ST version. Yes. Yep. Hard press CDs last long, but burn discs die within 5 to 10 years. Agree. Yep. Thanks for your vids. You're gemming the day and age. Well, thank you so much, Wade. Most appreciated. Hey, John, want to say thank you for everything you do. Happy holidays. Well, happy holidays to you folks. Hope everybody's safe with family, with friends, with games. Maybe games to get through talking to family and friends. And so this is a kind of a nice time, a little rest and relaxation. I get a little rest here, and then I have another month, and then I have a nice long week of gaming and doing some videos. And so it's going to be awesome. I've been very blessed and thankful to have the success I have on YouTube, and it comes from you folks, and it means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people hear about my channel from Metal Jesus Rocks, and plan on doing future contributions. $40 an hour you could live stream as a full-time job. I probably could live stream as a full-time job. Do you want to do that? And that's a lot of work. And I've thought about doing some streaming on Twitch. I've thought about it. The only thing I don't like about Twitch is that it doesn't stay up. And so that's one thing for me. That's one thing I really wish they had more of, is that you could keep it up there. Yep. So I want to thank everybody for being on. We're going to about another minute and a half, and we're gonna end it. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for being on here, and it's been good. Definitely, I've had a long day, and I really look forward to this. It's been a great stream. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I was a little rusty, but it's great to come on here and chat with folks and talk about things, and I enjoy it. Appreciate it. So definitely going to keep this. My live chats are going to be on my playlist, and they're going to be unlisted. And I got that recommendation from Reggie. And so just to let you know, and I'll put a link on my Facebook and my Twitter. I want to say that. Thank you so much. And so it definitely keep it public for a little bit, and then I'll flip it over to unlisted, and it'll be in my playlist. And so that's how I'll do these. And most appreciated, everybody. It's been great to be on and to talk to people. Do I have a full career outside of gaming? Absolutely. Teaching. So yeah. Well, I'm going to beat Red Dead Redemption 2 now, John. Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't worry about... so yeah. How do I become part of the Metal Jesus Rocks crew? That's a good question. You'd have to ask Metal Jesus. And so it's just one of those things. That's kind of... I think part of it is the Metal Jesus crew is all located here in Seattle, Northwest Washington area. And so we get together, and it's typically the people that frequent on his channel all the time. And that's why the crew is because, we frequent all the time. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Slim Monk, for another donation. Most appreciated. Holy cow. Wow. Thank you very much. Another donation from Slim Monk, $25. Holy cow! Thank you so much. Your amazing contributions. I'm humbled by that. Jeez. And yeah, thank you. Good question though. Happy holidays, everybody. Sip of coffee for Slim Monk. Slim Monk gets the cheers, man. Thank you. And like I said, I plan on doing more of these and having these as a regular feature. I haven't done them in a bit. I had some other things come up. So happy holidays, everybody. Hope everybody has a safe Thanksgiving. And I'm going to end the stream. Does your wife game? Not too much. Thank you so much. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you. And I want to say thank you. I'm ending the stream. Good night.